Welcome back to the 1000 Cranes video log. I'm here with another CCR events tech. This is Gordon Hall, and Gordon actually had the pleasure of videotaping my session earlier today. Now, Gordon was talking to me about the story. Now, follow this closely. This is the first lady of a president that recently passed away who used to advise with psychics. So you figure that out. So tell us about this event that happened with her.
We were doing audio at the World Congress Center here in Atlanta, and this real sweet lady, surrounded by security.
Right, because she's the first lady,
She's
so
the first
she has
lady.
her own security staff too.
We were on the stage, and on the back of the stage is an elevator. The lady was supposed to come up on the elevator, get out, and come up on stage. Well, the security people decided that it would be best to drive the car into the elevator and bring the whole car up.
Do you remember what kind of car that was?
I don't. It was a big Ford.
Big Ford?
Big Ford,
Okay.
four-door. So they drove the car in. I was to start the music something like 20 seconds to time the elevator just right. So
Because
when
this
it
is
opened,
this is a convention, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and the first lady's here at this convention.
Yes.
Mhm.
And what happened was they drove the car in the elevator. I started the music. The elevator comes up. The music stops, and then the elevator goes back down. She doesn't get out. What happened was the car was too big, and she couldn't open the door to get out of the car.
So all that time, they did all the preparation, and the Secret Service was all around,
All
making
around.
sure that she couldn't get out of the car, and that you had prepped everything for the audio to look perfect, because you heard earlier from some of the other techs that you do that preparation.
Oh yeah.
And then eventually she had to be escorted out and then brought back in again.
Yes. The music died. The audience went silent. And we all waited. And then finally, out through some of the stairs,
Right.
she came out through there.
Okay.
Which
But
was
she
some-
still gave a good speech.
Oh,
and
it
was
was
still
great.
well received.
It
It's
was
just
well received.
little hiccup in the situation. So I guess one tip is that if the Secret Service is involved, you might want to prepare as well there.
Yes.
Now, you also mentioned that you worked with a Democratic candidate
Yes.
in the Atlantic Convention who was vertically challenged. So what happened with that particular candidate?
Another gig. This was at the CNN Center. We were hired to do the audio. We had everything set up, perfectly tested. We were ready. All of a sudden, the candidate starts going up on stage. He walks behind the podium, and you don't see him. The podium is too tall. So we scrambled. I ran a case up there so he could stand on the case. And I think that's all I can say, right?
Well, I think that what the point here is that speakers should always prepare ahead of time, because podiums come in different sizes,
Yes.
right? So what's the standard size? Do you know of a
I
podium?
don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. Gosh, there's presidential podiums,
Yeah.
Standard Hotel podiums.
Right.
Something like 48 inches or something
Okay,
like that.
because if you're a tall person, you take that for granted. And I also noticed too that sometimes when people are at the podium and a tall person just spoke, and then
Yes.
somebody, a shorter person just comes up and you have to adjust the mic down. And so if you're a speaker, would you advise them to go ahead and get there early to
Yes.
check on the podium size,
Yes.
so then that way you're not surprised? Because I imagine this candidate was probably surprised too.
Oh, he was very
when they
surprised.
got there.
He was very
Yeah.
surprised.
So, but you came to the rescue. You got the right bolster up there.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Well, great. Well, I appreciate your time,
Sure,
Gordon.
no problem.
Thanks so much. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Great. With audio.